This forthcoming Shabbos Kodesh is Shabbos Shuva. And all of us are involved, scurrying about, focusing upon our davening, asking the Ribono Shalom to grant us another life, another year of Chaim, another year of bracha, and possibilities of garnishing any and every opportunity to engage in the service, to better our ways, to mend our ways, reflecting upon the year past, what we accomplished and what we failed to accomplish, how and if we sinned and what we can correct. We turn to Kadosh Baruch Hu during this time of year with all kinds of inserts in our weekday Shemona Esrei, aside from the special tefillas of Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippurim. And one of the tefillas that we say every day through Shemini Atzeres is the Kapitel Tehillim by David HaMelech of the David Hashem Ori V'Yishi, Kadosh Baruch Hu being my light and my salvation. And there's a pasuk in there that all of us know well through song and otherwise that has always deeply bothered me. David HaMelech turns to Kadosh Baruch Hu and says, Acha sho'alti me'es Hashem. One request have I asked, and do I continue to ask from the Ribono Shalom? Shivti beveis Hashem kol yemei chayai. That I dwell in the house of God all the days of my life. Towards what end? Lachazos manoam Hashem. To be able to see and experience and feel the pleasantness of a Kadosh Baruch Hu, and to always be visiting effectively his sanctuary. And this pasuk has always bothered me because I've always said to myself, David HaMelech was the Melech Yisrael, was the king of Israel. He was a posek. Aside from leading wars and overseeing the government, he was a posek, the Gemara in Brachos informs us. And we know that as a Melech Yisrael, he walked around with, he walked around with a second Sefer Torah that need accompany him wherever he went, whatever he would engage in. So I understand the pasuk as it would refer to a person sitting in a kollel. Shivti beveis Hashem kol yemei chayai. But most people do not have the opportunity or the luxury or necessarily the ability to sit in a kollel during the course of one's entire lifetime. So what does it mean for the rest of us when we say this pasuk? How do we personalize this plea? And let me share you, please, something that happened to me before Rosh Hashanah. I teach in a wonderful, a magnificent girls' school in Hollywood, Florida, by the name of Shari Bina. And we have a wonderful staff and a wonderful, rather small student body of sweet and wholesome girls. And it's our job, of course, to teach them and try to imbue them so that they indeed become the Benos Torah of tomorrow, able to go out and be wonderful, whole, impactful wives and mothers, having an impact upon the community in which they will reside, upon the workplace of whatever endeavor they choose, to be able to, in fact, be walking embodiments of Kiddush Shem Shamayim, to sanctify the name of a Kadosh Baruch Hu in whatever regard they will profess, in whatever way they will be able to influence others. And a girl approaches me at the end of a Chumash class, B'iyam, before Rosh Hashanah, and she says, Rebbe, can I ask you a question? I said, sure. And she says to me, I have a bit of a dilemma. This is a ninth grader. I daven in a shul, and I'm the head of one of the youth groups. And Rosh Hashanah, they're going to have groups. And I don't really want to oversee the group. I want to simply daven in front of a Kadosh Baruch Hu. I want to spend my entire time focusing upon the words of my makzah. And I'm listening, so what's the problem? She said, my father said that I have responsibility for tzarchei tzibor. Someone has to oversee those groups of the younger kids. And he feels that I should do that. So I looked at her and I said, first and foremost, what a special question. You're such a special young lady. If your father feels this way, I don't want to step on his toes. I'm certainly not going to correct him. So I'm not going to paskin for you, but let me share with you my chavas das, my opinion. Please share with your father that I feel that since you feel this way, if it's at all possible to find someone else to take those groups, that you'd be relieved of that charge and be able to concentrate on your tefillos. And as Mazel would have it, I had the opportunity to run into the father 2 days later, and I turned to him and I said, listen, I'm not looking to overstep my boundaries. But your daughter asked me this question. This is the answer I gave to her. And I want you to know what an unbelievable job you and your wife have done. What an unbelievable daughter you have. What a kid. I said, do you have any sons? He said to me, yes. I said, how old are they? He told me the ages. One is older in high school, the other is younger. And I turned to him, I said, halavai, you should be blessed with having such a dilemma and such shilas from your sons. If at all possible, I think, Kim Dumani, you should try to see that she could spend her whole time with a nose in the machzor. I asked her this morning what happened. She told me they were able to find someone else to oversee the groups. Sarche Tzibur is important. But she was able to just stand lifnai v'lifnim in her machzor, pouring out her heart to HaKadosh Baruch Hu with her bakachos, with her requests. Acha she'alti meyes Hashem doesn't mean that we are individually and thus collectively to be held up in the base medrash. But it means that we're supposed to seek out ways that we can better serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu in whatever we are involved. For some people, it can mean asking HaKadosh Baruch Hu when one says at the conclusion of davening, this kapitel Tillim, this paragraph of Tillim, Ribbonu shel olam, I know I should be learning more. Let me have the oomph and the energy, the desire to attend a shir. And if I already attend a shir, let me have more energy during the shir, that my eyes are open, my ears are listening in better fashion. Or to make it to minyan. Or acha she'ati me'es Hashem, let me find ways of serving the tzibur on a committee to help the tzibur out this coming year in ways that I have not heretofore involved myself. Oracha she'alti me'es Hashem, shifti b'veis Hashem. Let me spend more time perhaps with my spouse. Let me relieve her or him of certain responsibilities in the house, perhaps to a greater degree. Let me spend quality time with her or him. Let me spend more time with a child, my son or my daughter, in learning or just spending quality time and showing them that they're so important to me. Sufficiently important that I make the time for them in my busy day schedule. That I might even take away from a seder that I have to spend time with her or him because he needs that. He needs that special time, that special attention to keep him on the proper derech and where he is. And to show him that his growth and maturation and where his head and his heart and where he's holding is as important to me as my learning is. Acha shu'alti me'es Hashem means personalizing the plea, the bakasha, to Hashem Yisparach, to come closer to him in our avodas Hashem, in whatever way that is. For some, it's davening in a machzor and not having to attend to other things, even if they are important. For others, to deepen the experience in which we are engaged, to give time to others, to share time with others, to share ourselves with others. And if we can do so, then indeed, no doubt, we will all be blessed with the Kadosh Baruch Hu, with a Gemar Chasima Tova, a wonderful sealing in the book of life of enriched happiness, of greater fervor and appreciation of what it means to be sitting in the greater, more global house of a Kadosh Baruch Hu, and to taste and to witness the pleasantness and to feel, boy, we are home. I am at home with the Kadosh Baruch Hu in almost anything and everything that I'm doing, because I'm doing it l'shem shemayim. I'm doing it in the way that he would wish I do so, and I'm doing it for the right reasons. A Gemar Chasima Tova to all.